let's get curious about the ego strength meta program. The ego strength sort meta program, or unconscious filter, looks at the stability or instability of our ego. Now, Freud defined ego as a set of cognitive and perceptual functions that help us cope in different environments. If we think about a strong ego being confident and assured of ourselves, not overly so in an egotistical way, just a stable sense of self. The ego strength, either stable or unstable, tells us if there's going to be fluctuation. We're working on a project here with NLP Worldwide around confidence. And we define confidence as the belief in oneself regardless of what's going on around them. And one of the meta programs we're looking at is ego strength. And we're asking, in that moment when something went wrong, were you still okay? Someone who has a strong sense of ego will be okay when things go bad. However, if someone has an unstable ego strength, then their confidence, their sense of self, their well-being is going to be in flux and in question when something goes wrong. This is information that I can utilize as a coach, as a therapist, as a manager, as a parent, as a friend, to be able to understand, when does somebody lose it? Because somebody loses it, let's say their confidence, their ego strength, if it's in question. When I'm helping people to build, then boost their confidence and their sense of self-worth and self-strength, ultimately their ego strength, I want to help them be resilient. And what I have found is that people who are more resilient have a strong ego strength, that regardless of what's going on around them, if there is turmoil, if there's failure, if there's flood, they are okay. Where people who have an unstable ego strength, something tiny might go wrong and they question themselves, they doubt. Something big goes on and they lose their sense of self. And that might be self-worth, self-confidence, self-love, self-belief. And they also believe that other people lose that for them too. So if self-love, self-worth, any of that is conditional upon the external environment being aligned and making good, then they're probably going to have an unstable ego strength. However, if they know that regardless of what's going on around them, they're good, this is a stable ego strength. I can help someone if I find that they have an unstable ego strength. There's a variety of beliefs or unconscious patterns that would hold that in question, and we can help get them there. I might be utilizing things like timeline processes, parts integration, mapping across meta programs, neurological levels alignment, a variety of different NLP tools to create that ego strength to be stable. This, again, is sometimes conceptual or contextual, and it might shift depending. However, for long-term stability, I want to have a stable ego strength, that if it ever is in flux, we have the resilience to bounce back up and step back into that sense of okay. So ego strength, how you cope with who you are, how you are when things are in balance outside of you. If you've enjoyed this, learned something, share it with other people, like the video, like the channel, and go tell someone about it. See you next time.